Hello everyone, this is As Muhammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment student. Today we will discuss about the long form of the periodic table, means the modern periodic table. Modern periodic table was prepared by the great scientist Niels Bohr student. And Niels Bohr gave the concept of electronic configuration, and with the help of that electronic configuration the elements are arranged in a systematic order in the modern periodic table. And why do we call it long form of the periodic table? Because it was accepted by IUPAC, means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, and they accepted this table. That's why it is known as long form of periodic table. And student, in this the elements are arranged in the group and the periods. As I have taught you that there are 18 groups and 7 periods. And what are the groups, student? The vertical columns. Today we will observe the modern periodic table, and in that I will tell you that the vertical columns are known as group and the horizontal columns are known as periods. There are 18 groups and 7 periods, student. So now we will physically observe the modern periodic table. So student, it is the modern periodic table, and in this the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic numbers. Like it is the 1 atomic number, and the 1 atomic number is for hydrogen, and 1 this is helium. Helium is here and it has the 2 atomic number, and here the hydrogen have the first group and the first period, but the helium have the 18th group. So in the modern periodic table there is 18 groups. So first group, it is the first group, it is the second, it is third, it is fourth, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th and 18th. And these elements are considered as first group elements. Means the first group elements are alkali metals. Alkali metals are known as first group elements. Lithium, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. What are they, student? They are the first group elements. Like this, these are the second group elements, and the second group elements are known as alkaline earth metals. These are known as alkaline earth metals, and in this the beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. So what are they? They are alkaline earth metals. Why are they metals, student? Because they can lose their electron. They can lose their electron, and they are, due to that, they are also known as electropositive. Now from 3rd to 12th, what are they, student? 3rd to 12th elements are known as transitional elements. Means they can gain or lose their electron. That's why they are known as transitional elements, and these elements are known as d block elements. D block elements. These first and second group elements are known as S block element. S block. And this group 13 to 17, what are they? They are 18, group 18, 13 to 18, they are known as P block elements. P block. And these are lanthanides and acetonides. They are known as F block elements, and about these blocks you will read in the higher classes. Now only what will you understand? You will understand about the group and the periods. So student, these 3rd to 12th elements are considered as transitional elements. Here 13 to 17, these 13 elements, means the group 13 elements, are also metals. But from 14 to 17, what are they, student? They are non-metals. Means they are 14 to 17, they are non-metals. Especially in this 17th group is considered as halogen. 17th group is known as halogen, student. And 18th group is the most important group, student, and generally it is asked in the exam. What is special about this, student, about the 18th group? That these elements have the filled duplet or filled octet. Means their outermost cell is filled completely. That's why they are inert in nature, and due to that group is also known as inert group, noble group, and zero group. Why do we call it the zero group, student? Because its outermost cell is filled completely, due to which they have the zero valency, and due to having the zero valency, these group elements are known as zero group elements. So it is about the 18th group. So which group you will learn? First, this group. This is known as alkali metals. These are known as alkaline earth metal, means the second group is known as alkaline earth metal, and this group is known as halogen, 17th, and this group is known as inert group or zero group or 18th group. Now if we observe from first to this 7th, what are they? They are the periods. These are the periods. In the group, the valency is similar. If we compare the valency here, student, now in this hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium, then what valency will they have? They will have the 1 valency. That's why they are found in the first group. But in the period, the valency is differ, and their properties are not matched. Means they don't have the same property. Their properties are differ to each other. If we come like this, if we will observe, like here, the potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, arsenic. Means they don't have the similar property, but here they may have the similar chemical properties in the group, but in the period their properties is changed due to their ionization changing. Ionization is changed in this. So how many total elements are found in the modern periodic table, student? Here 118 elements are found in the modern periodic table, and here some elements are found separately in this, like from 58 to 71, and that elements are known as lanthanides, and this actinium from 90 to 103 are known as acetonides and lanthanoids. So it is about the modern periodic table. So now you will learn this, and especially you can know the position of these elements without looking it. And about that I have taught you that the sodium have the first group and third period. How can we know this? We can know with the help of its electronic configuration without looking the modern periodic table. Like sodium have the 281 electronic configuration, and in the outermost shell how many electrons are found here, student? And what is its valency? Its valency is 1. That's why its sodium group is 1. And now you can also know about the period with the help of this. How many cells are here? 1, 2, 3. That's why how many period are there? 3 periods, and it is 3 period. So without looking the modern periodic table, you can also know about the position of the elements. Now we come on the trend. Means in the group valency remains same, but in the periods the valency is changed from left to right. Like this, metallic characters are decreased. Like sodium is more metallic than magnesium, so metallic character is decreased from left to right, and non-metallic characters are increased. Like if we compare the silicon from chlorine, then the chlorine is more electronegative than silicon, so non-metallic characters are increased from left to right. Like this, student, in between the modern periodic table, these are the pink elements, means with the help of this color it is changed, and here the zigzag line is found, and around the zigzag line there are some elements are found, and these elements have the characteristic of both metal and non-metal. That's why they are known as metalloids, and metalloids are found on the zigzag line. So it is about the modern periodic table, student. Now you will learn it. All the things I have cleared you with the help of this physical observation. So thank you very much and have a nice day.